Center Manager here at Messy Bessy Cleaners, a social enterprise, and I've been here for 4 years and 2 months. That's our word for HR. So we really think, so if you're relating it to your subject, humanistic management, we feel like HR sounds very parang formal or it's a bit intimidating to a lot of people. So really what Ms. Krie wanted was to name it People Center. So parang since nga, the people really are the priority here in the organization. Messy Bessy is a manufacturer and retailer of all natural household and personal care products. So things that can clean bathrooms or your table, your refrigerator. So the goal is really to have a product from Messy Bessy that can clean every part of your house. So we have stuff that can clean wood or can get rid of molds. And then we have personal care things like repellent, soap, lotion, hand cream, sanitizers. Yeah, so our mission is really to be known as a leading brand of natural household and personal care products. Our vision is to be able to help as many young adults as possible. Through the profit that we make, ideally we're able to help more and more young adults get their college diploma or give them a second chance. It's really our second start, which is really one of our advocacies for them. Well, of course, we're a for-profit business. Our goal is really to expand. It's also, in line as well as helping the learners. Our COO's goal is really to expand the business. So it's for-profit. Then the profits also still go back to the programs anyway or toward expanding. So right now, our current biggest partner, we had a lot, but right now our only existing partners are Consuelo Foundation. So they're the ones, they provide us with young adults who they consider as already a bit rehabilitated. So they have come from very traumatic backgrounds. I'm not sure, I'm also not familiar really with what, but yun. So they gave us these girls and then parang free labor, so they also pay for the allowances, the working allowances. What we do is give them all the training, the academics, the values, so that they can go to college. That's really what we work toward. On her own. Yeah, and then she probably contacted her friends, or I don't know how she got her first management team, but yun, she started her in 2010 when we had our new office. I think she started with a team of 5 managers, maybe, or 6 managers.
So right now, ilan yung current leaders niyo?
So right now, since we have our regular staff and our learners, yun lang naman yung separation of hierarchies dito. We have around 27 regulars, that means graduates already. And then we have around 56 learners right now. Yeah. Our awards are usually for being a social enterprise. So I think the most notable is the PLDT Be the Boss. So we won the first PLDT Be the Boss award for social entrepreneurship, I think. Social impact, forgot. But yes, that's our most notable. We've also been recognized by British Council as a model social enterprise in the Philippines. So we and another enterprise in Mindanao represented the Philippines in a trip to London was a workshop about social entrepreneurship. So that's also one of our most notable recognitions. I think our management style, we're very, very persistent in making sure that the kids are able to change. So we always tell the kids that in normal companies, if you're late maybe 4 times in a month, you're out. No questions asked because it's just policy. But here, if you're late 4 times in a month, they're really like the counselor will come in, I'll come in, and we'll ask them bakit na late, ano nangyari. Because usually, they're late because of something that happened at home, nag-away yung magulang, or walang masakyan, or walang pera. So really, we're very, very persistent in looking for the root cause because we want to believe in the best side of the kid, of the learner. So we want to make sure that we've exhausted all possible resources or all possible efforts before making the decision to let go of the learner or the staff. So yes, we really try to keep in mind that the learners have we try to keep in mind that they're good, there are good parts of them, and we try to make sure that that's the part that we bring out from them and make them focus on more than the parts that are more maangas or mga medyo unprofessional. So I think that's what makes us very different. So well, our values, kasi our core values, the first one is respect. So I think that's really where our decisions all revolve around. Our decisions all revolve around the welfare of the person who we're dealing with. So we try to make sure that when we make a business decision or any decision that relates to parang longer hours or how to scold the person or reprimand if they're in bad behavior, we try to think about it first, really careful deliberation about how it will impact them. Sometimes there are managers who are very harsh in their work. So here we try to make sure that everyone is very objective and very deliberate with the words that they use whenever they're trying to give feedback, or how to be more constructive when you're giving criticism to others. So I think that the strategies that we use are really that we give careful thought before making a business decision, I guess, that mostly has to do with the workload of the kid. So, you remember that finance week nga pala this week, so the kid can't really be bothered with so much work. So parang the manager also adjusts a bit, and then parang distributes the work more lightly when it's finance week. So everyone also feels like they're valued, kasi nga, they don't feel like they're mababa. Everyone feels like they have a voice, or they're able to let their side be heard. So there are other management types where there's just one person dictating everything. I don't know what that type is, but here kasi we try to make sure that we hear everything first, make a sound decision based on all sides, everyone who's in the incident or whatever is involved. So that's really the benefit, that everyone really feels like, they're an asset to the company, they're valuable, and everyone that they're being supported by everyone in the company. Okay, so for the job placement, I guess some of the tasks kasi here are very easy. So like production, usually when we feel like they're not as skilled as we would like, they're in production. So production is mixing, labeling, or counting bottles. So that's like level 1. And then as they grow, so sometimes we have some full scholars here, really smart students who join us for extra allowance, and then they have maintaining grades. So we're just really supporting their everyday expenses. When we have that kind of student, they're placed in a bit more sophisticated work. So we kind of try to place them properly. So like when someone says they need in production, we'll just, we can pretty much hire anyone who's interested or who's capable of doing very, very routine work. But if it's something like our team, like in the HR team, really needs Excel and lots of practice with computation and payroll things, we have to get someone a bit smarter, a bit more higher in that level of thinking. Since I'm from HR, one of the things that we try to do to make sure that we preserve the culture here is recruitment pa lang, we try to make sure we select people who are really a good fit. So we always make sure to ask the people, the managers, future managers, are you willing to, teach? So sometimes we teach them, we give 1-hour classes for them in accounting or something whenever they need help. So we ask them if they're willing. Kasi yung iba, sobrang sanay sa corporate, so they're gonna just work. So we make sure that our hiring is already good, so that we get suitable candidates or suitable managers that can be good influences or good mentors. Hindi yung just focused on the numbers and the profit. And then another one is really also with the learners, making sure that we're able to screen them properly, or we're able to make sure that since the program really, we try to make it's not a one-size-fits-all program. It's marami siyang classifications. So there are some who have no parents, there are some who have graphics. So we try to make sure that we're able to adjust accordingly to the situation. We're able to understand the learners talaga. So minsan, get to know them. So that's something really that other companies don't do. Parang lahat kayo pareho lang. So lahat kayo malate ng 5 beses wala. But here, we also know the situation and their background. So yung iba dito, parents aren't on good terms. Yung iba dito, isa lang yung magulang. Or yung iba dito, wala nang magulang. So we try to take that into consideration. And they know that, they also know it naman na we try to be as fair as possible based on whatever their living conditions or whatever their current problems or issues are. So sometimes it's more for the learners than the staff, and the staff are very easy to deal with compared to the learners. But sometimes there are learners who are very smart, so they're able to manipulate, to take advantage, because they know already how the staff are. So parang they'll be able to paawa, or they can make something up easily, appeal to parang pathos. Yeah. So they try to manipulate, or they'll really use your emotions to take advantage of it. So that's really something we also tell all the managers na be careful. Kasi sometimes, alam na, like kami, the ones who've been here longer, we know it can happen. So it's really one of the biggest challenges. The other is when they're really doesn't work on them, the careful talk, or being able to guide them without any anger involved. That's really also a challenge, because sometimes there are kids, of course, talagang matigas yung ulo, or it's really too difficult for us to get through to them kasi na pag-uwi nila, nag-away magulang, or parang may nababatong linggan, or things like that. So when they're here, parang nagko-conflict din sa kanila. So their situation outside, which is really negative, which forces them to be more tough, maangas. And then when they come here, where it's all guidance and mentorship, parang they also get really confused or really can't get through to them. So that's why it's also the cost of letting go of some of them. One of my main basis for keeping a kid is if we see how motivated they are. So we've had kids before na very, very bad attitude, very difficult to deal, but they really, really want to study or they perform well sa academics or parang medyo rough around the edges lang pala. So those are the ones worth keeping kasi you see them improve over a long period of time. But there are some who really just wala eh.
No,
so, us naman, keeping ourselves in mind naman. So not just them, but kami as the managers. We also have to make sure that we're able to maintain our stress levels are still okay. We're not bothered at night,